Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave, episode 80. So, I've done a bunch of comparison videos now, and there's been a lot of games that I've been choosing because I have like 3 of them, you know, different systems, and some I only have the 2 systems and stuff. And I've already done Donkey Kong, which is like one of my favorite games of all time. And I realized I haven't done Donkey Kong Jr., which is, you know, just as good in some cases as the original Donkey Kong. Some people argue, is it actually Donkey Kong 2, or is it just Donkey Kong? Sorry, Donkey Kong Jr., or is it Donkey Kong 2? Because there is a Donkey Kong 3. So, yeah, I've heard both, scenarios. Maybe Donkey Kong Jr. is Donkey Kong 2. Anyways, let's play Donkey Kong Jr., and I have it on 3 different systems here right now. So I'm going to do it first on the Atari 2600. Yeah, that's right. Someone decided to put the for sale sticker on the sticker, which really sucks, you know, because when you have like a cartridge that has this, you know, backing there, you just put the sticker there, and then, you know, it makes it easier for us to peel it off and clean the back. Right now, it's stuck to this sticker, so chances are if I rip that off, I'll probably rip the actual sticker. So there's nothing I can do about that. Maybe there's a way to get it off. I know there's some people who are really good at that stuff. So I'm going to be doing it on the 2600, but I'm also going to be doing it on the Intellivision, which has always been my favorite system. Only because I grew up with it, probably. A lot of people hate the Intellivision. But yeah, I love the Intellivision, so definitely going to be playing it on this as well. And this was, you know, it's a pretty good version. And to round it up, I'm going to be doing it on the Colecovision. I do have it on Nintendo as well, but I decided Colecovision was one of those ones where it was, you know, when Donkey Kong Jr. really was, you know, a great graphically pleasing game. The Colecovision pulled it off. So I'm going to show you that in the video because it really is a good version of the game. But anyways, yeah, let's try them all out and see what happens. Okay, Donkey Kong Jr., Atari 2600, Coleco, 1983. Alright, let's get this guy started. Pretty good sound effect. Well, that's our Junior right there. Kind of got that, I don't know what he looks like. Kind of looks like a Curious George type of monkey. Okay, let's go down the ropes here. So overall, I mean, the graphics are very simple on this one. There's, you know, they're mostly lines. Not a lot of detail in the graphics there. The characters are not too bad. And you could tell Mario is Mario. He looks pretty decent as a Mario. Almost looks like, you know, he'd be on the Nintendo. And the jumping is weird in this. So this level, it's really just getting these keys to the top there. Oh, there's so many of those little guys. There we go. Those little clipper-looking guys look funny. I mean, there's not a lot to the... Oh, I just fell to my death. I find the controls are a little bit crazy on this one. I mean, just a slight nudge and you're falling off that rope. Very careful there. Now, from what I understand, going up 2 ropes, or holding on to 2 ropes at a time should get you up faster, I think. And then going down, I think you have to be on 1 rope to go the fastest. Let's try and get this sucker to the top and see what happens! Hey! We just freed Donkey Kong! And now you gotta deal with this ridiculous level. Oh no! This is supposed to be some kind of electrodes or something going around in here. See, this is a little bit more similar to like the the original Donkey Kong level. Just kind of got to get up to the top there. Well, every time. That's not fun. Okay, Donkey Kong Jr. on the Intellivision now. Quite the intro. By Nintendo. Before Nintendo was the Nintendo. Okay, let's see here. 1983, same year. So, we just click on a button here. Well, I guess I'm one player. And I'm going to go with level 1. Get ready to play. Okay, so right off the bat, the colors are much more vibrant in this one, for sure. And you can make out those Snapjaw guys. Actually, this is, I still say, one of my favorite versions of the game. Sure, you have to deal with the, whoops, as I fall into the water. You gotta deal with the paddle controllers, and the button is probably the biggest challenge, the fire button. I like how Junior looks in this. He's kind of, he looks more like an alien to me than right there. He looks, or some kind of weird-looking child. Whoa! That was not a good jump. I'm finding with both these versions, the challenge is the jump. So far, I mean the Atari version was giving me a hard time with the jumping as well. Now up there you see in the top left corner is that Donkey Kong kind of looks a little different than he did in the Intellivision Donkey Kong, the original, I guess the just Donkey Kong game. Still kind of lacking in detail. And Mario, I don't know what the heck they were thinking there. That doesn't look like Mario. I don't know what that looks like. That's worse than the Mario that was in the Donkey Kong game. Oh well, let's get to the top there. Get the key to unlock my father. I guess that's what he's supposed to be anyway. So we're at this level now. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I know on this one, you definitely go faster when you're holding on to two chains than one. You can do 2 at a time now. The Atari didn't really have that option. It only had like 3 keys anyways. Woo! Whee! And there we go. I like the music in this one. Even though we're lacking in those graphics at the top there, it's like they spent more time working on the gameplay, I guess, than detailing things like Mario. And I mean, at this point in time, we knew what Mario was supposed to look like. He always did kind of look like that that same plumber-looking guy from Super Mario Brothers and Mario Brothers, the game. And so I guess, you know, in this they just decided not to make him look like Mario. I don't know. Okay, let's see if we can get to that extra level there. I believe all 3 versions of the game that I'm showing only have 3 levels. This is the other level. Ooh, that's springboard. Now this level's not in the Atari 2600 version, but at the same time that last level that was in the Atari is not on this one. So each one is kind of lacking a level. Oh, and I believe the Colecovision kind of follows the Intellivision version. Don't know why they did that. Why they I guess maybe this level might have been a little bit too complex to pull off on the Atari. But why not include the other levels, that other level from the Atari onto... I know it's on the Nintendo version. The Nintendo... Oh, I can't seem to jump off that sucker. If you play Doc... Oh, the button's failing me here. Try a different button. One good thing about the Intellivision is it's got 4 fire buttons. If one doesn't seem to work for you, you can try the other 3. If they all don't work, well, you're kind of in trouble. There we go. Hey, I did it. I'm gonna hang for my life. Whee! And this one, you just gotta watch out for them birds. can try and hit them with the fruits. It's always a fun thing to do. Sounds like a shooting game. Pew, 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 pew. Oh! Hey, I caught onto the rope. That was fun. But I was dead there. Now I'm dead. Poor little monkey. And finally we reach the Colecovision. Now, I know the Colecovision always has this one title screen that usually you have to wait for it a bit. So, yeah, in 1983, same year, so all these games came out around the same time, or at the same time, I should say. And this is your typical pick your skill, pick your level. So I'm just going to go skill 1, or person, I should say, players. So let's just do 1. Get ready, player 1. Oh, let's turn up that volume so we can hear it a little bit more. So overall, right there, I mean, this was always what made the ColecoVision stand out from the other two systems, was like, these graphics are like, you almost feel like these are near arcade quality. Always impressed me about the ColecoVision. And I never had one when I was a kid. I was, played on friends, and, I kind of wish I had one, but, can't have everything when you're a kid, right? I had the Intellivision only at the time, and I kind of got used to it. So right away, you can see Junior is Junior. He looks like Donkey Kong Jr. So again, you've got to use the Coleco controllers, the paddle or the disc-style controller. Not really a disc. It's not like the Intellivision controller, so it's a little bit different. It's got the keypad on it. Kind of looks like a telephone. Uh-oh, running out of time. And again, I'd say, like, this is, if you've played the Nintendo version, almost as good as the Nintendo version. I mean, I kind of like this one better. Mario looks like Mario. The key actually goes in, and then you see how Donkey Kong slowly gets free there, so that's kind of cool. It added a little extra flair to this one. I mean, if you're going to compare all three, definitely as far as graphics and, you're definitely going to say the ColecoVision is the best one. I mean, that's just the way it is, right? I thought, though, the Atari played pretty well. The Intellivision, the jumping was a little bit harder, I'd say. Whoa, I'm almost got you free, Papa! Alright. One more key. A lot of snap jaws on this one. Lots of them here. And those birds. And I'm running out of time. Come on, let's get up there. Come on, come on. Oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I did it! He's free! Hey. And we go back to this level again. Much like the traditional Donkey Kong game, you have to like complete the first two levels, then you go back to the first level again, and then you go to that next level. Whoop. The one that will be the middle level. Kind of like in, if you play Donkey Kong, you start off on the girder level, and then you go to the top level, which is the rivets. And then when you play again, or when you start over again, then you do the girder level, and then you got to do the elevator level, and then you get the rivets. So this kind of does the same idea. You get this kind of like starting jungle-looking scene. Then you got the keys. Then you go back to the jungle scene, and now I'll be at that other one, which has that little platform going back and forth. So this was the other one that was on the Intellivision. And you can see the springboard moves, a little more detail. Sounds are kind of weird. I don't know why he has to sound like he's a spring when he's jumping. Boing! Oh, button failure. Gotta love those. Here we are. find the platforms are a little bigger on this one too. More platform to walk on. It's a little easier to play, I'd say. I found that actually, out of all of them, the Atari one was a little more challenging. Whee! Oh, right into the drink. I think you get a lot more men in this one too, or monkeys, whatever you want to call them. Monkeys. Oh, the jump was just off by a tick. Okay, so there you go. I mean, like I said, Colecovision definitely topped when it came to all of those systems. It's kind of an unfair advantage in some cases because, you know, the Atari didn't... I mean, the Atari came out a lot earlier. The programmers didn't have a lot of time when they were programming. I mean, to be fair, though, like these were all made, you know, or licensed, I guess, by Nintendo, and they were all made by Coleco at the time, right? So that's why some people really talk about that thought that did Coleco actually downplay the other versions to make this one stand out and sell their system? I doubt it. It seems a little bit weird of a conspiracy, and it makes them look bad as a company that they can't make the, you know, out of 3 games, the only one was actually good, and then they're gonna say just because the system was better. I don't think so. And there's people today making Atari 2600 games that look really good, that could compete almost with the Coleco. So I don't think it's just that. As far as the gameplay, though, I did have a little bit of difficulty with these two. I felt that with the Atari, I had a few instances where Junior was stuck to the rope, and I'm like clicking the button. I'm trying to get him off the rope, but he wouldn't jump. And then that little clipper guy would come down and eat me. So that was kind of, yeah. The jumping on this one, I felt I was a little bit off on the jumps, and to some degree this. So I would say out of, you know, all the games, they're all great in their own way. The Atari, too bad it just lacked a little bit of, with this one. Nope, not that one. This one just lacked a little bit on the details. That was it. I mean, the gameplay was pretty much the same. All of them had pretty decent gameplay. I mean, I wouldn't knock any one of these. They're all pretty decent versions. If this just had a little bit better detailing, the Atari one, I would say it would be right on par with all 3. But, yeah, I mean, and like I said, this is part of the Donkey Kong series. Like, I could have added in the, like, I have this one here, the Donkey Kong Classics on the Nintendo, which is, got Donkey Kong Jr. Now, I find that the Nintendo one is very close to the Coleco one. So I thought I'd show the Coleco one. That way, it's, you know, it puts it on the same kind of level as the other 3, and not having to throw the Nintendo in there. And like I mentioned too before, there's a Donkey Kong 3, which I don't know if I really consider this to be part of the Donkey Kong series. It's much different. The gameplay is different. It almost has nothing to do with Donkey Kong, other than the fact that the character on the ropes looks like Donkey Kong in a sense, but I mean the game is totally different. I don't know if I'll ever really do this video or do a video about this one or not. And just to round up, I found this guy sitting in my man cave. This was a handheld keychain of Donkey Kong Jr. I don't have the actual Game & Watch, the complete Game & Watch, but this was neat too. Like, there was, you know, a little handheld. And again, it's a different game. Like, this is not... I don't know if they consider this Donkey Kong Jr. or Donkey Kong 2. Oh, right there. The answer is right there. It was faded, but I could actually read it now. Donkey Kong Jr. So, and it's a different game. It's a little bit different than what I was playing there. But it's interesting how there's, you know, there could be so many different variants of the same game. And I think that's why I like doing these types of reviews. Well, if you want to call them reviews. Comparisons, just to see how they are. And I mean, not just to necessarily say this one's better, always go with this one, because I really enjoy this one. I like it, and so I play this one a lot, and this one not so much. But yeah, anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of Donkey Kong Jr. Did you ever play it? Did you play it in the arcade? I know it was not easy to come by those things back in the day. I didn't see them very often, but yeah. Tell me what you think, and I'd be interested to hear your comments. Anyways, hope you subscribe to my videos. Talk to you later.